blinded by fate, but not by betrayal. When Anna's sight miraculously returns, she's faced with a vision more horrifying than darkness itself. What would you do if your first glimpse of the world revealed the ultimate act of treachery? In a quiet park, Anna sat on a bench, enveloped by the familiar darkness that had defined her world for the past 2 years. She listened to the soft sounds around her, savoring the peacefulness of the day. Suddenly, her calm was interrupted as a stray ball struck her unexpectedly on the side of her head. The impact left her momentarily dazed, and a strange sensation filled her eyes. She blinked instinctively, and something miraculous began to happen. The darkness started to recede, and faint, blurred shapes appeared before her, slowly transforming into recognizable forms and colors. Astonished and overwhelmed, Anna realized her vision had returned. She could see again, but before she could fully process this miracle, her gaze fell on 2 familiar figures nearby. Her heart froze as she recognized her husband, Mark, standing close to her best friend, Lisa. In that instant, she saw them sharing an intimate kiss, a sight that sent a wave of shock and betrayal crashing over her. They were so wrapped up in each other that they didn't notice her, assuming she was still blind, as she had been for years. The painful image burned into her mind, and she felt a sense of devastation mingling with the amazement of her restored vision. She quickly averted her gaze, fighting to steady her breathing and process the betrayal unfolding before her. 2 years ago, Anna's life had taken a tragic turn. A devastating car accident had claimed the lives of her beloved parents, leaving her both grieving and permanently blind. In the blink of an eye, her world had changed irreversibly, shrouding her in darkness and loss. With her parents gone, she found herself alone, mourning not only the life she had lost, but also the family she would never see again. Despite her newfound vulnerability, Anna had inherited a substantial sum from her parents, a sizable inheritance that should have brought her a sense of security. But the money couldn't fill the void left by their absence, nor could it bring her the support she craved during her recovery. Her days were marked by solitude and sorrow, as she struggled to navigate life without her sight or her family. It was during this period of darkness that Mark entered her life. Attentive and caring, Mark appeared to be exactly what she needed. He brought warmth into her life, slowly helping her to adjust and adapt. His gestures seemed selfless, and his support felt genuine. With time, Mark became a constant presence, filling the empty spaces left by her parents' passing. Eventually, they married, and for a while, Anna believed she had found someone who truly cared. Yet as the weeks passed, Anna sensed a subtle shift in their relationship. She began to notice small signs, moments when Mark's patience seemed strained or his affection felt rehearsed. He often left her alone, more frequently than he once had. Though she brushed off these signs, they lingered in her mind, small fragments of doubt she couldn't fully dismiss. Around the same time, Lisa, her closest friend since college, had come forward, offering to help care for her. Lisa's presence initially felt comforting. They shared a long history of friendship, and Anna trusted her deeply. But with the passage of time, Lisa's gestures of assistance felt increasingly controlling. Lisa was always around, managing Anna's affairs, organizing her schedule, and overseeing her routines. Anna had attributed Lisa's involvement to genuine concern, but she now realized there was a possessive edge to Lisa's care, an edge she had ignored. The shock of seeing her husband and her best friend together, locked in an embrace, was both jarring and enlightening. She now understood the true nature of their relationship and the twisted motivations behind their actions. Mark's supposed love and Lisa's loyal friendship were nothing more than a facade. They had orchestrated a plan, capitalizing on Anna's vulnerability to secure access to her inheritance. The betrayal ran deeper than she had imagined. The pieces began to fit together. Mark's sudden presence in her life after the accident, Lisa's eagerness to care for her, and the subtle manipulation that had slowly isolated Anna from others. Everything had been orchestrated, a ploy designed to strip Anna of her autonomy and take control of her assets. Anna left the park that day with her mind racing, her emotions a mix of heartbreak and anger. Now that her sight had been restored, she felt a renewed strength, along with a determination to uncover every hidden detail of her husband's betrayal. She knew she had to tread carefully. Any indication that she could see again might alert Mark and Lisa, ruining her chance to expose them fully. She would need to proceed as if she were still blind. Over the next few days, Anna began her preparations in secret. She installed small cameras in strategic locations around her home and placed discreet audio recorders where she knew Mark and Lisa often held private conversations. Every night, when she was alone, she reviewed the recordings. The evidence she gathered only deepened her understanding of their deception. The conversations between Mark and Lisa revealed a web of lies and manipulation far beyond what she had initially imagined. Through these recordings, Anna learned that her best friend's envy had festered for years. Lisa had resented Anna's wealth, her family, and the comfort she had grown up with. The accident, which had left Anna both blind and vulnerable, had presented Lisa with an opportunity to finally have what she believed she deserved. Mark, meanwhile, had been drawn to the allure of Anna's inheritance. His love had never been real. His affection was merely a ruse to gain control over her wealth. A few days later, Anna arrived at her scheduled medical appointment. Mark had accompanied her to the office, but just before she was called in, he slipped into the doctor's consultation room alone. Anna remained outside, her heart pounding as she waited, straining to hear anything she could. Inside, Mark began his attempt to manipulate the doctor. He requested that she provide official documentation that Anna's condition prevented her from making sound decisions regarding her finances and personal affairs. He implied that he would make it worth the doctor's while, subtly offering a reward in exchange for her cooperation. Mark's casual confidence was unsettling. He clearly believed that his plan was both foolproof and ethical. However, the doctor, visibly uncomfortable, refused his proposition outright, reminding him that her role was to help Anna recover, not to restrict her rights. Mark, caught off guard, muttered a quick thanks and left the room, rejoining Anna with a feigned smile and demeanor of concern. When Anna was finally called in, she entered the consultation room alone. The doctor conducted her examination carefully, and during the assessment, she noticed the remarkable return of Anna's vision. Anna, understanding that this discovery could change everything, quickly explained her situation. She told the doctor about her suspicions regarding Mark and Lisa and the betrayal she was piecing together. She pleaded with the doctor to keep her restored vision a secret, at least for a little longer. The doctor, moved by Anna's story and recognizing the seriousness of her request, agreed to maintain confidentiality, allowing Anna the space to continue her investigation. Armed with the doctor's cooperation and the growing body of evidence from her recordings, Anna knew the time was drawing near to confront them. She needed only one more piece of evidence: the moment Mark and Lisa would try to finalize their control over her assets. Back at home, she continued to review the recordings, finding additional proof of their plans. Mark and Lisa spoke openly of their intentions once they held full control of Anna's wealth. They planned to isolate her completely, stripping away any remnants of independence she had left. Anna listened, her heart hardening with each word, each callous remark. The betrayal she had endured was deeper and more calculated than she could have ever fathomed. Finally, the day arrived. Mark and Lisa arranged for Anna to meet with a lawyer to sign over her power of attorney, a document that would grant them complete control over her inheritance and financial affairs. Anna agreed, feigning her usual vulnerability, and allowed them to lead her to the lawyer's office. But as they prepared for her to sign, Anna halted, choosing this moment to reveal the truth. Without hesitation, she confronted them, recounting every detail of their betrayal. She told them how she had seen them in the park, exposed their conversations with chilling accuracy, and finally revealed the presence of the hidden cameras and recordings she had placed throughout the house. Mark and Lisa were left stunned, unable to deny the evidence she laid before them. As the final blow, Anna revealed the presence of the police, whom she had contacted beforehand with all the evidence she had gathered. The authorities entered the room, arresting Mark and Lisa on the spot. For the first time in 2 years, Anna felt a sense of closure. She had not only regained her sight, but also reclaimed her life, free from the deception that had once surrounded her. With sight restored and justice served, Anna reclaims the life stolen from her. But her story is far from over. Want more tales of hidden truths and shocking revelations? Stay tuned for more Life Flow.